Oh, boy, they were talking fast. Oh, Anthony showed up. Cool. Hold on, I gotta hit that fan. Ah, ah, what fun.
Mm,
Oh, Renee's gone.
yeah, she just wrote she has to go.
Oh, I see. Ah, whatever
Yeah,
choices.
we got to run too. Thank you so much. It's
Okay,
always exciting pleasure. Our dinner's ready.
cool. Enjoy. They're having their buffet of love.
Thanks for introducing Renee.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Good
You
night,
are
everyone.
drawn together. Ha 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 ha. To use a hybrid
Well, that's for
pun.
sure. That's for sure. Good one.
Well done, well done. Ah. And Tarquin, thanks for staying up with us. And Anthony, welcome to tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow for Tarquin and for Christina Anna too. Oh my gosh, I could have used that fan.
Mm.
I know I'm going to need another shower. That's all right. They were sharing the love.
Yes, they were so wonderful.
And and they were trying to explain obviously what it's like to view from non-physical
Mm,
because everything happens so fast compared to what we're experiencing.
yeah,
Because they can see 7 or 8 different related timelines and everything that's happening on those and glimpse weeks in our past and our future and correlate them and then come back and talk to us in this now moment. So they are learning how to phrase and how to react in our time. And that's, I mean, because part of their brains are going so fast,
yeah,
they're in the top gear, and then we're operating it, and then they'll be here operating in the low gear, talking with us while all this other stuff is going on.
yeah,
It's kind of like, in our sleep, we can have a decade of experiences in our, several years in a half hour of sleep or so,
yeah.
because time is not a factor. Anthony, do you have any thoughts or just come to share your love energy with us? Not that he has to have thoughts. He's probably getting his son ready for school or something. And thanks for buying the book. Yep. They outed me, right? Sending everybody copies of signed books. So much for that surprise. You'll be surprised when you get it, I guess. But yeah, I got to get George taken care of first.
Mm,
Yep. He has been such. I literally would not have been able to do that, to complete that book without George. And it's not just the editorial stuff, it's all of the stuff in the background, though. Creating the covers and formatting them and dealing with all of the stuff with the publishing and putting transcribing everything in the right width for, the hardcover and then the soft cover. And then it's like
mm.
giving all of those printing instructions and stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. But yeah, he's a race end. I would say a godsend,
Yeah.
but it's
But
just way
he's
cool.
yeah, he's driven by love as well from
Yes,
children, so it's all
I I have become his pet project, and he is very attached to this project because his heart is in it. And once you have a personal session with the hybrid children,
yeah.
it changes you a bit.
Yes.
So, and with his beloved Zoe, she had one with the future Palladians and with the beings of light, and she loves the hybrid children as well. And she is also another person who does those sacred circuit doodles like Renee and Wendy do. She does that all the time. She just lets that part of her overall personality flow through into her physical, and she captures that energy on pages
Mm.
with multiple colors. It's it's a wonderful expression. That's when that dragon energy comes in, right? And
Mm.
strengthens our creations. Yeehaw. And I know Tarquin's happy today because he got new socks.
I got several pairs.
Good for you.
I've been investing in, yeah, I've been investing in myself
Cool.
with discernment. Yeah, selective treats that advance the path is the plan.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
We
And
appreciate that
Mm,
focus. Love to you, kind
Tarkan,
sir.
yeah, and the sauce is called Gusta sauce, right?
yeah, what's the sauce? Which is anchovies, I think, base anchovies, which is just saltiness. So that's all the fish guts will be, saltiness, which would be like the Vietnamese fish sauce, saltiness, salty, good salt.
I'm
Hey
enjoying
Ray,
myself.
just saying hi.
Hey, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you and Rieko.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun listening to you today. I couldn't come to the mic at one point, but I was just lying down with my eyes closed. So
Oh, hey,
thanks.
whatever's best for you, but thanks for explaining. If you have any thoughts other than that, not that they're required, but I'm just always vastly interested in what you have to say.
Sure. What I'm being told is that your channeling today was from many people, like a group of people all together sitting down. Uh, like I'm seeing like a bunch of little kids and they kind of actually like fought over the microphone and they're like, tell him this next. I want to go next.
Thank you. That is not unusual. And even, I mean, the teachers, the Yayels tell them which ones get to participate. And then they only get one voice coming through. So they all want the microphone. And when one can't think of the right word, another one's going to jump in and take the microphone and tell them what they wanted to talk about because they might have a little more experience with that expression or whatever. It's just a jostling. And thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. And they're all connected telepathically. So, they're so playful. Like they will be trying to overload some of the other children to confuse them so that they won't be able to come and respond to questions or to ask so that they can get theirs in. But it's all playful. I mean, there's no malicious intent or anything because they're all connected anyway. They're all experiencing it. But it's just part of that play.
I have another. Can I give another
Oh,
comment?
please.
They're saying that you've actually been aboard their ship and given your DNA to them, and they're wondering how much you remember the conversations you had with them when you were aboard.
Uh, Consciously, I don't remember. I mean, I know Honey is one, and then Red Leaf is the other. He's the male. But they haven't even identified themselves coming through in the group, although they have come through in my channeling before. But they did not wish to overload me with emotion, so they never told me. They're so thoughtful. And you are so polite, Anthony.
Thank you. They said they tell you some jokes when you're channeling them in this group, and they tell you some jokes when you go on their ship. And so they want you to remember both jokes so they can like reference both jokes at the same time and build upon the punchlines.
Okay, I'm going to meditate on it. Yeah, because they love puns. Oh my gosh, they love puns. They're still they're still hung up on way showers. Because
That was a good
Christina
one.
invited Way, which is her name, and they were explaining about themselves.
Yeah.
And they said that they were way showers.
It was a good one.
I love that energy. I mean,
That was fucking funny.
I mean, oh, I'm hoping everybody gets to experience this unconditional love and this connection. It's powerful. It just drives everything else out. I mean,
Hmm.
and that's the epitome of what humans will become. That's what they're the example for. And yeah, today they were all over me. Well, not just them, but other entities about today is the day, promote your book. And like I joined like 4 or 5 other groups and put it out there, and I texted a copy of my book to somebody who I talk to rarely. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you have a book? Did you do this? I've never met an author before." She's like, "I'm going to go order it." And then,
Mhm.
that's the way it's going to expand. It's going to ripple out.
Hmm.
I'm basking in the joy. Golly, and I did not know. I mean, I know I've been on the Pleiadian ship because Anthony's guides had told me that before, but I was not aware that I went to their ship. I know I get to, be at press conferences and I get to travel in a ship, but that was like a smaller scout ship. As far as I remember, I just remember they were showing me while we were going over the earth, and it didn't take long, and then we landed and we had to do something. I'll get there. One of me will.
They're saying your Pleiadian connection is more a soul connection, like think of it like reincarnation, and your experience on the Pleiadian ship, it's like you've been on the ships as a Pleiadian. So it's like saying, remember your lifetime as a Pleiadian when you've been on Pleiadian ships on a regular basis. Whereas the hybrid ships you go on as Ray in this incarnation very, very regularly.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, because Anthony, you were the one that told me, I have one of my counterparts in the seventh density. This why the future Pleiadians are connected with me in this way.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. And that counterpart of yours is is female.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah, because Anthony does not forget
Mm.
stuff. He has amazing recall. And I'll just leave it at that because he gets shy and doesn't want all of his secrets shared. And shy is probably not really the right adjective, but it'll work.
I would say I'm balanced. When I was little, I didn't have a filter, so I overshared, and so I've learned how to balance myself, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I've even fully applied to try that one yet. I still overshare quite a bit. That will change. Well, it will change in a more public setting, I should say. Because if I could have conversations that were deep with Ollie, then I wouldn't have that need to get
We
everything
wouldn't
out.
go anywhere.
And not that I can't. I mean, he is a good listener. Oh my gosh. What joy. Yeah, now I'm cooling down
Ooh.
a bit. Yeah, that aerobic channeling. Bless the sturdy stool.
Can I ask, how do you pronounce the name? Is it Tarkin? Tarquin?
No, it's Tarquin.
Well,
Tarquin.
At least that's what we've been calling him, and he's never corrected us.
yeah.
Yep, Tarquin Cook.
There's I have, oh, you're muted now if you're talking, Tarquin.
Go.
No, we can hear you. Oh, just go.
Um,
He's
it's
gonna go.
funny.
Oh.
Tarquin, you start talking when you're muted, and then you stop talking when you're unmuted. So we're like in a backwards universe.
Never mind. Okay.
Um, I wanted to ask, there's a message from a guide for Tarquin, only if you want it. Do you want it?
Yeah, hit that unmute button so you can respond.
Yes, please.
Okay. This is not from in this is from a guide of yours. She looks like a woman. She says you know who she is, but she's passed on, so she's not alive anymore. And she's a
Mhm.
guide for you. Um, if you think of the word amethyst, if you think of that word, that will help you connect with her energy. And she's saying, have you ever traveled to Wales? Because in Wales, you have a past life counterpart as a druid who did magic and is connected to Atlantis. and you still have these abilities in this life, the way you use your abilities is with thinking. Rather than doing actions, you can visualize something happening in your mind, and then you'll see it happen. Like you could actually be pretty good at opening a door with your mind, or lifting like a rock or something with your mind by seeing it happen in your eye. And you don't like to move the body. You would prefer that the body does something different and that the mind just sees it. So if you're interested, if it's not too much for you, if you ever want to take a trip to Wales, I'm being told Wales is in southwest of where you come from. I don't know if that's correct, but I see it a little bit southwest. If you want to take a trip there and take a walk along the ocean, and then later go more into the forest area, you will have a remembering of your druid counterpart. And if you want to do that, this guide who's giving you this message, she'll be with you on that trip. That's the message for you. Thanks.
Fantastic. You got your homework, Tarquin. Pack your overnight bag.
Well, am I on? Yes. I never really know. I think it should light up green when I'm talking. Thank you for the message. It was really clear. When you started talking, what?
Go ahead.
I'm hoping to upgrade this week, that I just might get better. This human tech, it's not very good. Not very good. It's unresponsive.
Well, put your mind to it.
Anthony, thank you for your message. What? Yeah, pop. Yeah, focus.
That's it. You've got the power, my friend.
Yeah, focus. Well, there's a plan. I know where Wales is.
It's a former home.
Nice.
Yes. Or a current home, I should say. And thank you, Anthony. I get big energy from that.
Mhm.
My human self is just in a constant state of awe when you're around.
Nice.
Yes. And they're so clear and concise. And he's getting this information all the time. And he's always going to ask permission before he shares, which helps the individual's focus, especially after you've received the benefit of some of that. Because you're like, would you like another scoop of ice cream? Oh, yes, it's great.
Yeah.
What a gift. Yep. I think it would be great if you could put a book out, Anthony.
Oh, thanks. That would be cool. I mean, that would be cool if a book comes. I would love to write a book. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff starting now. I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and regular events, and speak at some conferences. And I'll be announcing my events in Stars Group, the Sasani universe.
Oh,
But
excellent.
if anybody wants first dibs, you can send me a private message on Messenger. Just look for my name, and then I'll add you to my Messenger group, which Ray is a part of. And I announce my events first there. So you could get first dibs.
And you
If
have one
anyone's
coming
interested.
tomorrow, right?
Uh, it is day after tomorrow. I sent a little text right underneath the message saying correction Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking tomorrow for you because it's already tomorrow there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
but Tuesday
differences.
here, yeah. Dang time zones.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to that and subscribing to your YouTube as well. I know Star's been kind enough to post some of your quotes from your guides on the Sasana universe. She's really expanding. I get to meet her in Sedona too.
Oh, awesome. When are you going to Sedona?
Um, I plan on being there the 10th through the 16th, and there's a Seth conference the 11th through the 14th, and I'm channeling for the group, for the Seth group on that Saturday the 13th, that evening. And and I was told to manifest that, and I put all the pieces in place, and they gave me, I get to go for free, and I get to channel and meet all these fun people. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And then the beat, which I don't even know who's going to come through to channel, but they told me, tell them the topic is the Seth in you. And I just followed directions, and that's what I told them. And they're like, "Oh, we're really excited to hear about that." And I'm like, "Yeah, me too," because I have no idea really what it's all about. I have some idea that every person, and that's true with every channeler, they believe that they have a personal connection and they form their thoughts about that relationship with those entities. And I think that's just a fantastic way of looking at it, because that's the way our reality is structured anyway. We have no idea what anyone else believes about anything really, unless they're coming through,
Mm.
in an authentic manner and that resonates with us, and we can put faith in that. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. And three entities have already told me that, yeah, my channeling's getting an upgrade and I get to meet humans and non-humans who are going to open doorways for me. So, and I, and
Ah,
yes, and if you have any information on that, Anthony, I wouldn't try to stop you.
Oh, you're talking about the conference specifically, you're
Yes.
channeling at the SET conference?
Yes. And thank you.
Are you planning on taking questions or lecturing?
Both.
questions, yeah.
Okay. One second. How much do you want to know about the event?
Whatever you're comfortable in sharing, because I'm open-ended.
This one will have the opportunity to have a lot of questions if you start. So you could start with the questions this time
Oh,
because they will ask you some questions that will get you thinking about stuff you haven't yet thought about. And then that will pull some new energy and some new information. And that is going to give you an upgrade to your channeling, which you spoke of.
amazing. And thank you so much. My
And
heart.
I'm seeing moss. No, it's darker than moss. What do you call this? Emerald color green? Is that what you call it? Like emerald green leaves, a lot of leaves, a lot of emerald green leaves that are low down by like shin level, waist level. So if you picture this, emerald green foliage, like tree leaves. If you focus on this, this will help tap you into the energy of the beings you'll be channeling. And the hybrid children are not going to be disconnected. No matter who comes through, they will be a part of the energy you're channeling. It doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be the ones speaking and using their voices, but their information is going to be given to your brain, contributing to the event.
Excellent. Yeah, they
How
never leave.
channeling works is almost all humans who channel, no matter which entity you channel, usually other entities you've channeled in the past might sort of chip in to that channeling, is kind of how it works with most people, and you're no exception to that.
Wonderful. And that fits in well with the open invitations that I do. When parades of different beings just come through, because I know they're all related to me in some way, or they wouldn't be coming through me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, it's going to go well. You're doing a really good job.
You sure know how to cheer a guy up. Thank you.
Oh, I got another. Is everyone in the group open to personal messages?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone? All four?
Yes.
Okay. Christine L has a strong Atlantis connection that just popped up as you were listening to the message given to Ray.
Cool. Thank you.
The thing to focus on is a very light colored ocean, like light blue color, like how a swimming pool or a jacuzzi looks. Light blue ocean. If you think of that with little sparkles on it, you can remember your Atlantis life.
Ooh.
You have both male and female counterparts in Atlantis. A little bit stronger with the male, but Atlantis had feminine energy as well, so it's going to not necessarily seem always like a male.
Okay. Interesting.
You want more, or that's enough?
No, I'll take all that you can get.
When you hear the question, what job did you do in Atlantis? What comes to your mind right now without thinking?
Nothing. I didn't work.
It wasn't a labor. It was
A
work
healer?
of love. Everything you did, everything people did, everything you did was out of passion. So think of it more like, what was your hobby in Atlantis? And now try to answer the question.
Painting?
Okay. Think of it like a job, but with the emotion of a hobby, is what they're saying. It was your career, but you did it out of love.
Just helping people.
Okay. You organized rituals in one of the temples.
Ooh.
You were an organizer, like community outreach, if
Yeah.
that word makes sense. You helped organize so that the messages were disseminated and the community knew when certain things were going to happen.
That's so interesting. I like that.
So both, okay, at the temple, we're going to do this event, and also, okay, this is going to happen in our society in the next month or so. Everybody get ready for it.
Okay.
So not just not just the channeling of that information, but you could call it like a priest who
Yeah.
would help disseminate the information to the people.
Okay.
And if you think about the fact that you did this and that this was a very positive connection for you, you can see how you can use these skills you have in this incarnation in a way
Yeah.
that will be fun for you.
I feel like I'm presently doing that now. Very interesting.
Exactly. Because you're doing it now, you activated the connection.
Yeah.
Because how incarnations work is most humans will never know all the incarnations they have, but they activate the ones that are similar to the energy they're doing in this life.
Okay.
And then by noticing, maybe they didn't explain this in the most clear way. It's not that they want you to start doing it in this life and that you're not. It is the other way around. You can notice to that Atlantean connection because you're doing it in this life. But if you acknowledge and focus on the fact that it is similar, then you'll start to remember the Atlantean life with more details, and some solutions from that Atlantean counterpart can help you if you ever feel stuck in certain things that come up in
Okay.
your job this time.
That's really good. Thank you
Okay,
for that.
yeah, my pleasure. That's the end of the message for you.
Thank you.
They're very happy that you said yes to receive the message
I'm
because
glad that
they're
I
sending you a lot of love.
thank you.
Oh, oh, oh.
Ray, the floor is yours. I need to unplug from the previous energy for a second. So give me a sec.
Sure. And thank you. It's marvelous. You are such a quality connection. And it's
Thank
so
you.
impactful amongst everyone who hears it, not even, I mean, in addition to the people who it's directed to. I mean, that energy just comes through and moves us all.
Well, they're saying you have an ability to feel the energy. Not all people feel the same thing when they go to an event, whether it's your channeling or Bashar or anyone. Everyone feels something different. So you're feeling the energy that is coming through these messages very well.
Thank you. It's so exciting. I'm so glad that I keep my inner child so close to the surface. How wonderful.
Okay, they can do Christiana, but only if she has a question. They're being very gentle, only if you have a question.
That's sweet. Thank you. A question that is on my mind these days is how come when I am focusing on my well-being, I see signs on my body that are going the opposite direction.
You're saying you're thinking about positive things and your health is getting negative?
Not health. My health is very well. I am overall very healthy and happy, but I see more signs of aging, for example. I notice my gums and teeth, they're okay, but I feel like, I don't know. I look after myself, but I seem to be getting worse rather than better.
And you said this happened because you're now thinking more positively and you're noticing.
No, I'm just noticing it. I think it's a contradiction.
Okay, it's a contradiction because it contradicts the fact that you are accessing more positive energy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so they just want to be very clear. You're saying you're activating more positive energy in your life, and then as a result, you're seeing these things that you don't like, and so it feels like a contradiction. Is that what you're saying?
No, not as a result, but I find it strange that while I look after myself, I don't see it reflected.
Okay, they need to be very precise with the language. You are focusing on positive things, you're going in a positive direction, and then after that, you're seeing these things in your body you're not happy about. Is that the correct order of events?
No, it's not an order, it happens in parallel.
The
Okay.
expectations don't meet the results.
There's different messages that can be given based on whether you are noticing the things in your body when you were in a very happy moment and then you notice it, or you're having a bad day and then you notice it. So which one is it?
It could be that I notice them more when I am not at my best.
Okay. One sec. So your question is why? Why are
Yeah.
you noticing
Yes.
these things? Okay. All right. That seemed like a lot of clarifying questions on their end. Now it's going to be a little easier. Now they'll give the answers. So first off, all people, when they're in a bad mood, will notice things they don't like. This is just how life works. When you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, it's like a comic book. A car drives by you and splashes a puddle on you. Then you drop your phone and it cracks. Then you burn your tongue on the coffee. This is just how physics works. If you're in a agitated vibrational state, it's going to bring agitation. And to some degree, that might happen to you because this is just how it works with everyone. So that's the first part of the message is you get what you think about. So if you're in an agitated state, expect you'll get agitated reflections. However, in your case, it's the opposite, which is actually stronger in your vibration. They wanted to see what you were asking, but as they perceive your vibration, what's happening more is that you are going into more positive vibrations. You are moving in a more positive direction. You are focusing on more positive things. And then things you don't like about your body are showing up. That's why, although you said you think it happens when you're in a bad mood, you also did use the word contradiction. And they think that's more accurate. They say it's more accurate that you're experiencing this when you're in a good mood. And when your life is going in a more positive direction, this is showing. So the question is why? It's a very simple answer. The answer is, imagine someone were to buy you a new house. When you get the new house, suddenly some of the old furniture, you're going to say, well, this doesn't look very good in the new house. I thought this chair was okay, but it doesn't really fit. The new house is stunning. It's my dream home. And this chair, I'm just kind of about. I didn't care in the past because I felt about my house. But now that my house looks stunning, I need more stunning furniture to match the house. So because you're upgrading your vibration, everything about you that doesn't feel like it fits that new upgrade is now sticking out like a sore thumb. Does the logic of that make sense?
It does make sense.
And their protocol for you is very simple. One, just get happy and know that you're being upgraded, not downgraded. This is clearing out the attic. It's not dust assaulting your house. But the other part of the protocol is vitamin C and vitamin D, those two for you.
Thank you very much.
The vitamin C can be a supplement. And the vitamin D can just be from sleeping well, staying hydrated, and going for walks.
Thank you very much.
They're saying for teeth and gums, brushing and flossing is just half of the battle, but actually the majority would be taking vitamin C.
Mm.
And most humans are vitamin C deficient, so this is not unique to you. You're just the one who's bringing this up for the collective, so to speak. You're one of the people helping humanity realize that humanity is vitamin C deficient. And your reward is that you're going to get the nice teeth and gums as a result of following the vitamin C protocol. Just be careful with juice, because juice is not something that is so good, I'm being told.
True.
It's better to actually eat the fruit itself.
You know, I've consumed a lot of long yen. There are some fruits that are high on vitamin C. And I could also start again mouthwashes with spirulina, which is also high on vitamin C, I believe.
They're saying anything is okay, but they don't want this to be a very time-consuming or stressful thing for you. So they would recommend just taking a good quality vitamin C tablet, and then you're done, and then you don't have to think about it.
It's just challenging because a lot of supplements don't have the whole complex, so it's counterproductive for the body, but I will investigate into it. Thank you.
They're saying C is not so hard compared to other supplements. There are many things, like you just said, that are better to be taken from food rather than a supplement.
Yeah.
Like they said, for D, they're not recommending a supplement for you. But they're saying C is something that's very easy to get from a supplement. And it's not a perfection thing. You can do C even with not the best supplement, and it's still going to make a difference. It's a very easygoing vitamin.
Thank you very much.
They're also saying your overall health is good.
Yes, I feel very healthy.
That's why they want to focus on the logic that you're outgrowing your old body. That's why it looks like things are getting bad. Because it's like a kid who's outgrowing their elementary school clothes and needs new clothes. You're outgrowing your old health because you are healthy. That's why your spirit guides are going to be telling you certain things to change. But it's because you're going to a new level.
That's exciting.
Okay, that's the end. Thanks for receiving the message.
Thank you so much for giving me the message.
My pleasure.
Thanks for sharing the love. And the hybrid children said thanks as well, Anthony. Love to you.
Thanks.
Well, I think I'm going to say good night now.
Good night, Atlantean.
Another lovely evening.
I know, because you were already doing that at your job. You're like, hey, I'm going to lift people up. We're going to do a meditation. And
Yeah,
they were like, what? And they're like, no, it'll be fine. I got it all worked out. You can show up if you want to, but I got this.
yeah. And I'm finding out with each client now, I'm pretty much talking about this stuff a little bit with each one. It's really cool.
Yes.
Opening up more and more and more.
And you're making a difference in other lives while you're doing it.
Yeah,
Multiple benefits. Well done, Christine.
thank you.
You're changing, you're growing. It's so nice to see. Oh my
Oh,
God.
thank
And to
you.
feel.
Feels amazing. It really does.
I know. Because there's no cap.
Yeah,
You know, we know that we're capable of even more.
yeah.
And that's where our mindset is. And we all feed on that energy.
Just letting go
Yeah.
of that fear that's been so hard. And just once I, do, and it all seems to work out okay, it's like, oh, I didn't have to be so fearful all that time.
Nope. But we have to learn. Well, we
Yep,
don't have to learn. It's a choice.
it's part of the path.
Yep. Thank you. Rest well,
Yes,
rejuvenate
thank
well.
you. Good
Love to you,
night.
Christine.
Thank you, Anthony. Bye, Christiana.
Thanks.
Bye, good night.
Yeah, and I'll be getting me some vitamin C capsules too. Can't hurt. Yeah, because I mean, they came through and they told me to eat red berries because it would help my channeling.
Yeah, but you need to watch with the supplements, because what I have read is that if it is not the complex, the whole complex, then it actually causes vitamin C deficiency. So it harms you if you take the wrong thing.
Well, I mean, I know my body can take care of whatever it encounters anyway, but I would never take them for more than a couple of weeks because I
Oh,
don't want my body to become
yeah.
dependent upon them. So, you know, a couple weeks or 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. That's the idea that I had, and we'll see. It'll flow. It'll just flow. And it's so nice having that confidence that it will flow. What a wonderful surprise you are, Anthony, and your
Yes,
guides.
very much appreciated.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Christiana?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Her mother originally named her Christina Anna, but they wrote it wrong on the birth certificate. So I call her Christina Anna because that was her birth name, but she goes by what is on her birth certificate, but she appreciates them both.
My birth certificate has Christina, so it's only one of the two
Oh,
names.
oh.
Yeah.
You're just lovely. That's all.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you. I'm blushing on the inside and the outside.
And if the hybrid children are still listening, I wanted to say hi from Way.
Okay. They never leave.
Mm.
They never leave. It's amazing. And you know, even when I have my down moments, I have waves of energy, of sadness. And part of that is to experience that contrast
Mm.
because they need to learn how to deal with humans during that too and get some more ideas of their mindset. And they're comparing, you know, the energetic portion with the physical responses
Mm.
because they're doing both when they're here in front of us. And they're smart enough to do it all, and they're biologically equipped for that. So it's magic.
I know we can be a handful.
No, it's just all expression.
Mm.
It's, you know, we get that human judgment in, and we think things are hard or difficult or good or bad. And they're not, they're just experiences. And the closer we get to the heart, the more love and observation and um, the more of their energy which can mingle with ours and not in a way of, you know, dictating or helping us choose one way or the other. Not that the impulses or the, you know, the suggestions don't come, but those are more, in my opinion, from the higher self and not from those beings which may be experiencing with us. Because, and like, you know, they talked about they don't have to experience it and be in the physical, but some of them prefer that, or they want that experience in addition to the other ones, a more in-depth performance, you might say. But it's like, you know, you're at your favorite band and you're listening backstage and you're listening from the balcony and you're listening from the orchestra pit. And then you're, you know, you're one of the vendors in there who's helping people with drinks and checking people at the door. You got all these perspectives on this one event. And you could be a guitar pick or who knows? Because we create it all, so we can look at it from any point of view. That's amazing. It's mind-boggling what masterful creators we are. I'm so blessed. And I'm glad I get that contrast to, you know, to sometimes be those rare events where I'm down in the dumps so I can write sad poems and stuff like that and expend that energy. And then life comes by and they'll give me a synchronicity or something else. Like Ollie, when he sees that in my aura, he'll just come up and he'll just start licking my face. Like, oh. But, you know, then I hit the woods or I go out and play with my flowers and dig in the dirt, pull up weeds and whatever. And that grounds me as well. I'm so glad I chose to have them come in again. That was a very interesting lesson,
Yes,
although I
it
don't
was
remember.
absolutely wonderful.
And they felt somebody else come in. And, my mind was saying, oh, well, that's Heidi. Maybe we should say hi. And they said no. It was Anthony. I'm glad they didn't say hi, Heidi. But they weren't going to do that.
I can respond to Heidi. I'm joking. If you call me Heidi, I can say hi.
You're like, my name's not D. Why did you say hi to me?
In Japan, there's a very famous cartoon that takes place either in Austria or Switzerland, and it's called Heidi of the Alps. So whenever people in Japan hear Heidi, they think of Alps and a blonde girl with pigtails frolicking in the Alps.
Cool. That's connotation bleeds over to our neck of the woods too, as you know. Yep, you're so well versed for where you're at right now in your life, Anthony, because everything that you've done has helped to make you and help you remember who you are and why you're here. It's got to be really satisfying.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I probably um, don't have perspective of of what it's like because like I get perspective when I see a change in me. Like when my psychic abilities get a lot better really quickly, then I can feel like, oh, I'm a lot better really quickly. But but to a degree, I always, like I told you, I started doing this when I was like 3 years old. So I don't really have the before and after. You know. So I think I get most satisfaction when I get better, when it's like, oh, I can do this now that I couldn't do last month or something like that.
Wow. Yeah, because like an event from my past will just pop up, and then I get the context of why this particular event had to happen at that time that way. Because then you leapfrog, and then so many years afterwards, you're like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you get, for me, that's a great way to give loving appreciation to some of the traumas that I experienced and to help forgive those people and transform that negative energy into love. And that has been instrumental.
I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I think I misinterpreted what you're talking about, interpreting events as all being part of the synchronicity. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the part that they played into unfolding where we're at in this now moment.
Yeah.
Because, I think, well, why did I get fired? Why did they think that I was cheating and all this stuff? Oh, because I was supposed to move out of that job because I helped the people who were there who I needed to help, and then I was needed over here. It had nothing at all to do with anything that I did or anything anybody else did. It was that I was needed over here instead. It's like, oh, well, I'm glad it happened that way then. Even if it cried, even if it cost me some tears and I had to sell some personal goods to survive, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anthony, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Why was it about me that they were so sensitive, or they only wanted to answer if I had a question?
Oh, let me ask. One sec. It's simply that they wanted to give you the pick of what type of info you got. It's not like you needed sensitivity or anything like that. But with the other people, they had something very specific they wanted to tell them from their guides. And with you, it was that your timing was such that rather than giving you some specific message that was meant for the right timing, they could see synchronistically that it was up to you to say, what do you want to know? And we'll tell you whatever you want to know today. That's just how the timing works.
Okay, thank you very much.
Does that answer make sense?
Yes.
Cool.
Neat. Worth staying up for.
Yes. I had to laugh when, they said sleep. I'm like, right.
I caught that. Yeah, I stay up in the middle of the night to get this message, and you tell me I need to sleep. Delightful.
I one time, Christiana, they were talking with someone and they said to that person, it would be great if you woke up to see the sunrise. And the person said, but I like to sleep until 10 a.m. So sometimes our guides are quite dramatic with their sleep advice. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Europe, so it's now 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, well, where in Europe, if I may ask?
I live in Munich, Germany.
Oh, cool, cool.
For now.
Do you know something that I don't?
It just popped out.
I mean, I feel that eventually there will be a change, but yeah.
More in the heart of Europe.
But this is the heart of Europe, is it not?
I
More in
don't
the heart of Europe.
I don't know. I mean, I'm it just popped in, so it popped out.
Okay.
But if you're asking my brain to get involved, it's not going to.
Mm.
It's not comfortable with predictions like that. The entities are something else though. And it's kind of, for me, I hear those thoughts coming and I'm like, what the hell are you saying? And then they say them, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be labeled a fraud. And then they happen. I'm like, holy shit, that came through me. So I guess I needed those lessons just to relax more and just let that stuff flow. And they're all good lessons. Yes, indeed. And now I'm envisioning that my air conditioner guy finds the Freon for me.
You know, that's another thing. I was watching a video recently, how they, the powers that be suppressed knowledge from thousands of years ago, how people cooled their homes for no money at all. You just no
Uh-huh.
need to know a couple of tricks, like to hang wet towels at the window. This will cool your home, and they just, as with many other things, they just erased all this knowledge so that they can sell
Yeah.
expensive air conditioners to everyone and charge them a whole lot of money.
Yep. And I thought it was very interesting that they were talking about open contact and that the government thinks it's going to go one way.
No, that was.
And, and they're going to be having their own events and doing what they want to do.
I know,
And
but it's how with what sort of mental capacity can any government think they can control this? Like,
well,
uh,
but they do think that they are in control
yeah,
and
yeah.
they are playing the probabilities too. But you can't, but see, everything that they do is based on human responses and human psychology and
Mm.
tested through focus groups and that kind of stuff. So it works on individuals who don't have the discernment or the mental fortitude to make those decisions in a timely fashion. When their emotions get involved, their brain disconnects and they just react, and that's what they're looking for. But they can't do a focus group on how everybody is going to react when they feel extraterrestrial energy and hear them speak and feel that authenticity and love comes through. I mean, it's like, when you go to meet somebody and somebody just slanders them up and down about what a slime ball they are and, hang on to your purse. And then you go and meet them and they're just this wonderful person. And,
Yeah.
you're just enamored with them. And then you look back and you're like, well, why did you tell me all of that stuff? And then you find out, oh, well, I heard that from somebody else. Like, oh, you're gossiping. No wonder. And then, another lesson for us to use our discernment because no matter what message comes in, we have to filter it through our heart. So, yeah, I had an event that happened and I knew what was going to happen and it was not good.
Oh,
A dog died.
oh.
Yeah. And I tried to help and there was nothing that I could do. It was determined to leave the earth for whatever reasons. And today I got confirmation of that. Yeah, it was a little dog that ran away from its owner and got bopped by a car and got scared and ran away. And I tried to catch it and it ran back the other way. And I was like, oh my God, I know, I don't know what part I played and I'm not really concerned about that, but I knew how it was going to end.
Mm.
And then today when I was going somewhere, yeah, it was still on the highway. Yeah, it was like, and thanks for letting me share that and get that energy out, because I know you feel that deeply, but I appreciate you. But that was its choice. We honor those choices because we don't know what the lessons are.
Yeah.
But like Chris was saying, it's us paying attention to how we relate to what we're paying attention to. And I have a history of dogs telling me they were going to die, and then they died when I was a kid. It was like, because I couldn't talk to people about it, you know? You can't tell an adult, I knew that dog was going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I often think of all the animals, like my friends that I met in neighborhoods when I was on my way to work, or, animals that I saw that I had around. I think of them often.
Yeah. You have those connections. You're a
Mm,
very loving individual. So you've built up all of these loving connections as a foundation for you to expand into your unfoldment of your future. And you're doing a great job of bringing all of, or as much of that positive information into your future moment as you can. But you still have that one part that might be setting you back a bit, and you know what that is.
no.
It came out in your channeling session.
What, my mother?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm okay with that.
Well, there's a difference between be being okay with it and being in love with it.
Mm.
You don't have to be disappointed about it. It's just it's a weight that's holding you down and keeping you from flying as high as you
Really?
can, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, I can't like erase.
You're not supposed to erase.
Oh, I don't know. I'll ponder on it.
Okay. Or you can go back and watch that session again. Want me to send it to you again? So you have
No.
it handy? Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay. Hey, it came up. It popped into my head. So,
funny the things that pop into your head tonight.
yes. And lots of beings that pop into my head. Lots of joys. Lots of connection. Yeah, connecting with Earth. It's fabulous.
Mm.
And going and, like when I give love to trees, I give love to all of the trees, which were
Yes.
there before the houses were built, before the roads came in. I'm giving love to their roots and all of the creatures who were dependent upon them,
Mm.
the total energy of the forest. And I was told years ago the master can sense and utilize the energy of the forest where there are no trees. And I was like, wow.
Mm.
And then, as a matter of fact, today I was thinking about a great message from Anthony's guides who were talking about view the most beautiful picture that you can. You're driving in a car, and on one side, it's absolutely paradise for you. All of the beauty and all of the animals, and the sun is shining and it's glinting off the water, and everything is just seems perfect, and how joyous that makes you feel. And then out the other side, is a horrible war where people are suffering and there's atrocities that are happening. And to keep that joyous feeling from the paradise and to keep that energy and that focus when you view the not so good parts. And that was a valuable lesson that stuck with me. It's all about how you view it. And, because you can't give that love when when you're relating and bringing in that suffering.
Yeah.
And that's a difficult lesson to apply. It's a good concept to learn, but, applying it is something different. But it helps me. It helps me center. So, which is why I get to be happy almost all the time. It's amazing.
Mm.
And yeah, my ego is looking forward to doing interviews.
I look forward to that. It's going to be a whole different ray reality. Very, very exciting.
Oh, it is. Yep. I've been told many times, enjoy your quiet.
Yeah. Yep.
And I am absolutely enamored with the advice that Anthony's guides gave me about start
Mm.
off with asking questions. That's fabulous because it resonated with me. Well, I mean, all of that stuff does. That all comes through.
I'm so happy to hear it. Christiana, can I ask, does your last name start with a K?
Yes, Karkomitaki.
Okay, so you're in my channel group.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for
On
checking.
yeah. On Messenger, you mean?
Yeah, my messenger group. Yeah.
Yes. And I saw the lovely message for Tuesday, but that's also in the middle of the night for me. And on Wednesday, I have to go to the office and I'm going to a concert after work. And Thursday, I have to work and I'm going out again after work on Thursday. So I will not make it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All my events aren't the Japan Europe time zone is pretty challenging.
Mm.
Maybe I have to do some European events only where it's like for Europeans and then like the non-Europeans can't come because of the time zone. That
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
could probably do that, but
Don't worry about it. But yeah, I wish I could. So under different circumstances, I would love to join.
yeah,
But Tuesday night is gonna be, yeah, it would be too tough because I have
no
so
worries.
much coming up the following days.
No worries.
Dang 3D life.
Mm,
Gotta sleep sometime, get that vitamin D. Yeah, I need to have another mineral water drink. Tall Whites told me 2 gallons a day, 3 times a day, you have to have your distilled water with your minerals. I hear and I obey. And that's going pretty well too. We have nine sessions they've given me on that book.
wow.
I know, but I'm not allowed to share any of it.
Okay. For its timing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just listening and doing what I'm told.
Yeah.
And I have to write down all of my experiences of what came through to me while they were channeling and add nuances of what they meant if
Mm.
they weren't clear. And then after I get all that together, then I have to go and write down whatever flows to me and weave that into their channeling. So it's like I get a chapter, they write a chapter. I get a chapter, they write a chapter.
Excellent.
I know. It's
Very thoughtful as well.
it's, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It really is. Because they, you remember, they showed me the book
yeah.
in size 4 font that I couldn't make out. But that was the purpose. I wasn't supposed to look that deep. I'm supposed to let it flow and unfold. It apparently will be out before Christmas though. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm liking that. And hopefully the other book too. The How to Talk to Your Children About ETs and the coloring book that goes with it. And it won't be about any of the ETs which are coming. And I at first I thought that was, well, isn't that part to be the introduction? They said, no, we want you to help them understand that their imagination is going to bring them more of those or that energy than what their senses can.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Because for the children, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, because when you think, oh, well, they're this tall, they're this color, they have these particular, attributes, then that closes off all of the other potential life forms or expressions of consciousness that they could connect with.
Mm.
So I'm supposed to use the ones that come from the open invitation.
Yeah.
And I'll be cherry picking those, or well, not, I won't be, but they will be cherry picking which ones of those I'm supposed to use. And then, yeah, it's so cool because at some point I will be able to produce copies or drawings of some type of those beings from my representation. And then it will be very interesting to see how those connect with the drawings that the other children have done.
Mm.
Wow. I love how this information flows to me.
Yeah.
They're just feeding me and lifting me up constantly, satisfying my ego. It takes a lot to humble me, but I've been humbled for several years now. The rest of it, when I pretend I'm not, isn't it was more of an act to, let my ego know that, yeah, I know you're here. I know you, I have that energy flowing through me. We'll let you pretend that you're in charge. You can drive the bus for a little while, but we're disconnecting your steering wheel. Oh, what a fantastic night.
Mm, yes. And it's also a funny, interesting synchronicity that, because you said that it was this day that they were telling you to take action about your book, and my energy was added because it was like a feeling, because I could order the book next week or whatever when I get paid. But I felt like, no, it has to be now. So,
Yeah, something in the air.
yeah,
And I don't know if it was the new moon energy that's part of it. I mean, I don't care what the correlations or causations are.
do we
But,
have more?
like George was saying, are you sharing this? And we had that conversation like, I don't know, several days ago. And I said, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do it. And I'm like, I shared it in the Society universe and, I've posted it on my stuff. And then today it was like, oh no, you have to, I think I joined 4 different groups and pushed it out there and the admins approved it. And then I put it on my stuff. And like I said, I sent it via text to somebody who I haven't talked to. I've only once in over a year. And they're like, did you write this? Yes. I can't wait to order it and look at it. And she does not like talking about extraterrestrials. But she heard it's a love story of humanity's future and it's got these darling children on it. And she's like, oh, I gotta read this. Yep. But they talked about that on Thursday. But even the people who don't like the book will talk to people about why they didn't like the book, and that will spark interest in them and getting them to read it. Because, well, if you didn't understand it, I can understand it. It's like, wow, pass it around. Do whatever you feel like doing. It's just so it's like a magic carpet ride when you're in the flow and you're in the flow and you're not doing anything to impede it. And even when it slows down or crashes, you're like, well, I know this has a part to play in that. So
Yeah.
I know it's not going to last, so it'll just pass. And then you get right back up and start flowing some more. Now I just need somebody to flow in and buy the rest of those flowers.
Mm. I cannot help with that.
No. Well, more than half of the ones that I started from seed have already been sold or have been planted.
Cool.
Because right now I'm to the point where I'm like, well, if I haven't sold any of these, then I'm finding a spot in my yard.
Mm.
But that's just it. I don't have that much grass left to take up and
Oh.
plant stuff in. Yeah, I'm down to probably about not even 10 square meters of grass left in my yard. I have two walkways and a little bit next to the road, which it's probably less than 7 meters
Mm.
that's left of grass. That's not going to be a walkway.
Mm.
But yeah, and I love it when people drive by and they just stop and they just look like, oh my, because they've never seen that many flowers in one yard.
Mm.
I mean, there's well over 1,000 flowers blooming in my yard
Wow.
right now, and so many different types. And
Mm.
everywhere you look, you're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, wait a couple weeks, there'll be even more. And they see the bees buzzing and the moths and all this stuff, and they're just not used to that energy.
Mm.
I think that's what stops them. The flowers attract them by their senses, but it's the energy which captures them.
Yeah.
I hope so, because that's our future.
Mm.
Yay. Is it that time of day?
Yeah.
That time of morning?
I hear the birds outside. They're
I hear that a lot when I'm on the road, but not before I go to bed.
Mm.
Love to you, Christina. Thank you so much.
Much love to you too.
And
And
and to
thank
you,
you,
Anthony.
Anthony. Thank you
And
so much
Rieko.
for the company.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Much love to both of you. See ya.
It's been fabulous, but it's time.
Mm.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sayonara.